If you watched the Supreme Court, you probably heard last week about the elimination of something called the Chevron Doctrine. This was an internal process to the court that's going to have enormous ramifications for future cases. I wanted to explain the decision in a way as it pertains to NADA's challenge to the FTC CARS rule. Now, we all know that the Congress writes the laws, but oftentimes they lack the expertise to be able to effectively implement these laws, and so they delegate authority down to the administrative agencies for rulemaking. In the early 1980s, the Supreme Court decided that if someone were to challenge an administrative rule, they would give the benefit of the doubt to the agency making the rule. It was sort of a tie goes to the runner type of standard. In order to overturn, the challenger would have to show that the agency abused its discretion or made a decision that was arbitrary and capricious. The upshot of that was that it was very difficult to overturn an agency rule, which gave rise to what we call the administrative state, where the agencies serve as a fourth branch of government. What has changed since the 1980s is that today's agencies are largely staffed by political staff. That's made it very easy for the Congress to be intentionally vague in the writing of the laws, punting some of the thornier political issues to the administrative agencies. As a result, there's been a huge increase in the number of legal challenges to administrative rules. By ending Chevron Deference, the Supreme Court has said that the standard for challenging an administrative rule should be the same as a standard for challenging an individual. If you can prove that you are correct, the appeals court can strike down the rule. This is going to force the Congress to be more explicit in writing the laws to accomplish what they want to accomplish. It will not allow them to hide behind the administrative agencies when there is a tricky political issue. If you recall, the national auto dealers and the Texas auto dealers are currently in the Fifth Federal Circuit challenging the FTC CARS rule. The elimination of Chevron Deference will move the evidentiary standard back in favor of NADA. Now, we can't make any promises. NADA will still have to make its case, but certainly there will be a lot more media attention on some of these cases decided in the wake of Chevron Deference. We'll update you as these cases proceed, and if you have any questions in the meantime, please give us a call.